Check it out, y'all.
You're listening to the realest. You're listening to the realest voice in progressive media. DJ Elf 7.
The DJ Elf 7 show begins in 5, 4, 3, 2, 1.
I believe there's a hero in all of us that keeps us honest, gives us strength, makes us noble, and finally allows us to die with pride, even though sometimes...
I'll let him introduce himself though, yeah? Go ahead.
Ed, much love from Seattle, bro.
Thank you.
It's Larry Alger, and I fell into the rabbit hole in 2011 when I was reporting on Occupy LA. And the rabbit hole has only gotten deeper and wider, and it's got a lot more rabbits since then. We've all got to stand up to the forces that are oppressing it.
Do you support Julian Assange?
I support Julian Assange.
Will you pardon him?
I can't say just it's a long.
Please, sir, please. Will you pardon him? Commute a sentence, please.
There's other top supporters in the MPP, and we are so happy to find another one.
So first I introduced HRES 1162 with my colleague Congressman Matt Gaetz that very simply calls on our government to drop all charges against Edward Snowden for the actions that he took in the public interest. I also introduced HRES 1175 with my colleague Congressman Tom Massey, which calls for the same action, for the government to drop all charges against Julian Assange, who also acted in the public interest as he published information to expose lies and egregious abuses of power in our own government.
And Nick Brana and Jerry here, oh my goodness, yeah? So we know a lot of our people who are part of the tag group are, used to be Tulsi supporters. Also, there's some crossover that I've been speaking recently with Yang people, and I've been speaking with different groups as well. MPP, Movement for People's Party, is definitely a group that I've definitely kind of thrown my head in with personally. And we have we have two of the top members right here. I'm amazed, yeah. So, yeah, welcome to the Taking Action group.
Welcome. This is Lisa from the West Coast, and as you know, we have a series in which we connect with other activists. In addition, basically what we are, the TAG group, the Taking Action group, are a collection and network of activists from all over the U.S.
Yang Gang in the building right here. Yang Gang, what's up? All right, good. All right, we're going together. Here we go. Danielle, get in. This is MPP business right here. MPP, that's right. Woo.
This is not about war. This is about our quest for peace. He is not pursuing security. He's pursuing a manifest destiny plan that will not secure America, but will put the whole world at risk.
Now, just so you know, somebody might say, right, that we can't drop this off, but the thing is that would be interfering with federal law, which says that you cannot interfere with deliveries, right?
They will say tonight that we're the enemies of America, but we are the protectors of America. You're going to see a movement like you've never seen it before. We have the power.
You are the weakest link.
We're just delivery. It's just a delivery. I'm not trying to cause any problems. I just want to leave this letter for Schumer because y'all signed it. Y'all as constituents, y'all paid tax money. Part of his $500,000 that he made in 1984. I'm not mad at that. I just want to drop. I'm not trying to cause any problems. Okay, because Mr. Schumer, thank you very much, sir. Thank you very much. Okay. There we go. Thank you so much. Hey, you got. Give yourself a big hand. We out of here. We out of here. Thank you so much.
It's very strange.
Mr. and Mrs. The man you're sheltering is nothing but a dirty homeless pig. A grotesque menace to our just society who had the audacity to fight back. pig doesn't know his place, and now he needs to be taught a lesson. You need to return him to us, so that we may purge as we were entitled.
It's very strange.
Jonathan Martin. I'm a team member of the Progressive Party Organizing Fund, also known as PPOF, and I'm a professor of sociology at Framingham State University who studies progressive third parties, and I have edited and contributed to a book entitled Empowering Progressive Third Parties in the United States.
Awesome. And Lynette, go ahead.
Hi, I'm Lynette McLean, and I live in Colorado. I am.
So this is how it all begins.
There won't be any evidence to convict me, which means that catching me will be absolutely impossible.
What has happened, the way these volunteers have been treated over the past 6 months, blatantly nothing less than disrespect. A petition has started pointing out problems that were identified within the People's Party organization. Things from the democratic process not existing, to no clear bylaws, to the financials not being up to date.
That was the whole point of the petition, was to try and put in these small details that really should be in place. If you're running a political party, you should have bylaws. You should have meeting minutes. Your meetings between your quote unquote, leadership should be information that people who are just volunteering for the organization are able to access.
4, 3, 2, 1. What's wrong? You got nothing else to say?
If you like this video, then, what are you waiting for? Subscribe now. Oh shit, the elf just took over the set. Shit's about to get live. Let's go.
But I was also the head of the Elections Integrity Commission that we had created, and I took that really seriously. And I wanted to have a non-biased election, and that was really important to me. But I didn't know how I could end it and also keep my job because of this dynamic that had been created.
This is a sickness! It is deviant, therefore we don't want it.
With my father having been a Harvard man from the class of 42. And so that's an interesting connection right off the bat. And now let's talk about some of your encounters with young people more.
Hey Jake, why don't you tell Grandma about what you did on your spring break? Bad idea. What? Bad idea. Thanks for the update. I'm not sure you understand how serious
It's a Jimmy Dore, Caleb Maupin story. So Caleb Maupin was on Jimmy Dore, I believe it was Monday. Today is Wednesday. Yes, it was Monday. And they talked about a lot of things. They talked about the issue with Russia and Ukraine, and they also talked about the concern with RedTube. So I want to play a snippet of that and give you my take on this as well. Started a channel, and boom, just like that, they have 300,000, 400,000 subscribers. To the Jimmy Dore, Caleb Maupin story. To the Jimmy Dore, Caleb Maupin story. To the Jimmy Dore, Caleb Maupin story.
So what happened to the rest of the people? All of a sudden, now I stayed consistent. Somebody put a video together showing how Humanist Report and Jordan Sheridan, how they completely flipped the script on themselves. How they used to, how they used to sound like us, And now they sound like Cenk Uygur and David Sirota and Ryan Grimm making apologies for politicians.
I just want to ask you a little bit more about what are the current goals for your channel right now? I know you said like to fight against corporate power and things like that.
Therefore, oh no. Oh, Jesus Christ. Oh no. That next sentence. Therefore, I ended up doing sex work so I could make enough to support our household and pay off my debts while still having enough time to Jesus. I distinctly remember telling Caleb that it seemed like sex work is my only way out of this delicate financial situation. His response was simply that he respects my decision. Prostitute yourself for the communist cause, comrade. What the fuck? In retrospect, it seems like the real reason he didn't mind doing sex work while I was living in CPI's New Jersey housing is because he probably wanted to become one of my clients. For what it's worth, after I left the JBV house, he eventually did become a client of mine. Caleb kicked me out of the John Brown Volunteers in the beginning of November 2021 after I relapsed on heroin in late October. At that point, I took some time away from the organization, only attended a few smaller events. She relapsed at age 19? She relapsed on heroin?
And now let's talk about some of your encounters with young people more. That's a great.
The main conflict between Caleb and I that arose after I lost my job was this. I started living in Jersey City with the John Brown Volunteers in August 2021. Yet, just treating the Center for Political Innovation as the main aspect of my life wasn't enough for him. Caleb made it clear that if I really cared about him and my other comrades, CPI would have to become my life. Jesus Christ.
Whoa. This is a sickness! It is deviant, therefore we don't want it.
The fact that she put out this strong of a statement means that it was bad, guys. It was fucking bad. She saw some bad shit, and she felt the need to take to Twitter and expose it. Status Quo has also learned MPP paid graphic design company Upstatement $20,000 for MPP's logo and other branding. Multiple MPP sources tell me that MPP is currently using their old logo, so I cannot confirm whether the new logo was ever delivered to MPP. And even if it was, $20,000 for fucking graphic design? What kind of shady shit exactly is going on here? What exactly the fuck are they using your guys' donations for? And again, there's a lot of people that donated to this in good faith, thinking they were supporting a good cause. Again, like Zach said, we were originally supporters of the People's Party too. After their convention they put on about over a year ago now, we were really inspired. We had a lot of chats with people that were interested. Yeah, straight up. And shame on everyone that continued to promote this fucking grift of an organization after this information was already readily available, not just thanks to us, and everyone else who shined a light on what was very fucking clearly going on. Let's not kid ourselves.
Thank you very much. Nick Brana, the National Chairman of the People's Party. And for those who may have just joined us, we're deep in the panel near the conclusion.
Brothers and sisters, we gather today as the world stares into the abyss of nuclear winter, that long freeze that follows the raging fire of humanity's last war, a cold and dead world, all that remains of a once lush oasis in the vast emptiness of space. We gather because we stand on the edge of that future, a new ice age of our own making, where the ash of humanity blocks out the sun, where the oceans freeze and the crops perish, where the lights flicker and fade, where famine and plague kill all who survived the blasts, the sudden extinction of all life on Earth. In rebellion against the forces of war and annihilation, my spirit calls out for all who suffer from this war and the countless future generations whose lives hang in the balance. My spirit calls out, joined by millions who refuse to accept the destiny written by the most violent among us. We refuse to accept the fate that they have ordained. So long as we draw breath, we will not allow the life of this world to be extinguished. Thank you.
It's a dark day in our nation when high-level authorities will seek to use every method to silence dissent. The truth must be told.
And if you want the truth, you need to check out independent media producers just like myself, DJ L7. You should subscribe and hit the bell icon to get notifications when I release a new video.
Truth of these
We are
words
on all
is
the major
beyond
platforms.
doubt.
That includes Facebook, Twitter, Instagram, and of course YouTube. Unfortunately, we have definitely seen that these mainstream outlets will cave to corporate interests, so we encourage you to join our independently moderated communities of Reddit and Discord. We also encourage you to subscribe to us on BitChute and Daily Motion so you can see the content that YouTube doesn't want us to let you see. Hey, now it's time for the most important part of the video. That's right. It's time for us to tell you about the Taking Action group. Do you need an activist? Or maybe there's no activists around willing to help you with your cause and you need to learn to become an activist. That's exactly why we're here. Every week we get up with people from across the nation, in fact even sometimes internationally, and we develop strategies and a game plan to address the issues that are affecting all of us. Every week myself from New York City and of course my co-host Lisa from Los Angeles provide a coast-to-coast perspective on what's going on in the country. If you want to donate to help out with expenses, travel, equipment, stuff like that, then I definitely appreciate it, and you can hit us off at Venmo or PayPal. Thanks a lot. Hey, by the way, we also have a merch store, so check it out. Oh my goodness, it seems like you've reached the end of the video, so make sure you check out some of our other videos, make sure you subscribe. This is your last chance to do so thanks a lot, and looking forward to seeing you on the next one. Hope you guys enjoyed. Please comment below if you have any questions or issues you'd like me to address. And if you're an activist, the time to make things happen is now.